Welcome to the Handyman Pros Radio Show, home improvement and maintenance tips from the pros. Thanks for listening to our action tip edition of the Handyman Pros Radio Show, where our goal is to help save you time, money, and aggravation. I'm here with John, my ever-cheerful co-host and old buddy. John, I understand you've been trying to start a fire this week.
Yes. Hey, Larry, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
And that's it. One of the things I wanted to bring out this week was to your point was start a fire. And I've got a fireplace in my basement, and the homes these days are so sealed up.
So airtight, yes.
Yeah. So they can cause an issue with trying to start, a draft going up the flue. So I know that it's pretty cold out there around the country right now, and if you're trying to start a fire and you run into this like I did, maybe here's a tip, and
so give the symptoms. So what happens? Just explain it to people.
So there's no draft, no air rushing, up the chimney.
Right.
So when you start the fire, it's going to start to back up into the room, the smoke. And like I said, I had this for a while. It's like I was like, why is it doing that? And then every once in a while it would catch, and the draft would start and go up, the flue and all that kind of stuff. But what I found was, I did a little research on it, but what I found was if you crack a window or a door when you're lighting the fire, boom, it'll start the draft going right up the flue, and you're golden.
And you're golden. So it's really that simple. So what happens is...
It's really that simple.
Yeah, the draft, the house is so tight, there's just no airflow in it. The minute you crack that window or crack that door, the cold air just comes in and it shoots up that pipe because the heat from the fire actually will start that draft up. There's other ways to do it. People take a piece of paper and they stick it up into the chimney and stuff, but that's kind of cumbersome to try to get the air in the chimney going. And if you open that door or crack that window, it'll pop right up. So
it works for me. Yes, it works for me every time. So just wanted to pass that one along.
So if you're trying to start a fire, crack a door or window, should be good to go. And that is our action tip of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed this podcast and have derived some value from it, here's 4 things you can do. 1, tell your friends about this podcast. 2, hit subscribe on your podcast player. While you're there, leave us a review. 3, subscribe to our newsletter by going to handymanprosradioshow.com and click on the subscribe button. We'll inform you of upcoming events, shows, and give you actionable tips for maintaining your home and property. And 4, send us an email with your questions to questions@handymanprosradioshow.com. That's handymanprosradioshow.com. That's our show for this week. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week on the Handyman Pros Radio Show.